Reading the Bible chronologically, David's escape, Jonathan's loyalty, and trusting God in hard times. Join us as we read the Bible in chronological order, one day at a time. Subscribe for daily scripture reading and grow in faith. Reading 1st Book of Samuel 20, 1st Book of Samuel 21, 1st Book of Samuel 22, Psalms 34. Introduction. In today's reading, David is forced to flee from Saul, who is determined to kill him. Despite this danger, David receives help from loyal friends like Jonathan and the priests. During this difficult time, David also writes Psalm 34, expressing his gratitude and trust in God after escaping danger. These passages highlight loyalty, faith during hardship, and God's protection. As we read, we will explore these important questions. Why did Jonathan help David even though Saul was his father? Why did David pretend to be insane before the Philistine king? Why did Saul destroy the priests of Nob? After reading, we will reflect on these important questions and summarize each chapter to reinforce the lessons we learn.
1 Samuel chapter 20. And David fled from Naioth and Ramah, and came and said before Jonathan,
What have I done? What is mine iniquity? And what is my sin before thy father, that he seeketh my life?
And he said unto him,
God forbid, thou shalt not die. Behold, my father will do nothing, either great or small, but that he will show it me. And why should my father hide this thing from me? It is not so.
And David sware moreover, and said,
Thy father certainly knoweth that I have found grace in thine eyes. And he saith, Let not Jonathan know this, lest he be grieved. But truly as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, there is but a step between me and death.
Then said Jonathan unto David,
Whatsoever thy soul desireth, I will even do it for thee.
And David said unto Jonathan,
Behold, tomorrow is the new moon, and I should not fail to sit with the king at meat. But let me go, that I may hide myself in the field unto the third day at even. If thy father at all miss me, then say, David earnestly asked leave of me that he might run to Bethlehem his city, for there is a yearly sacrifice there for all the family. If he say thus, it is well. Thy servant shall have peace. But if he be very wroth, then be sure that evil is determined by him. Therefore thou shalt deal kindly with thy servant, for thou hast brought thy servant into a covenant of the Lord with thee. Notwithstanding, if there be in me iniquity, slay me thyself, for why shouldest thou bring me to thy father?
And Jonathan said,
Far be it from thee, for if I knew certainly that evil were determined by my father to come upon thee, then would not I tell it thee?
Then said David to Jonathan,
Who shall tell me? Or what if thy father answer thee roughly?
And Jonathan said unto David,
Come, and let us go out into the field.
And they went out both of them into the field. And Jonathan said unto David,
O Lord God of Israel, when I have sounded my father about tomorrow any time, or the third day, and behold, if there be good toward David, and I then send not unto thee and show it thee, the Lord do so and much more to Jonathan. But if it please my father to do thee evil, then I will show it thee and send thee away, that thou mayest go in peace. And the Lord be with thee, as he hath been with my father. And thou shalt not only while yet I live show me the kindness of the Lord, that I die not, but also thou shalt not cut off thy kindness from my house forever. No, not when the Lord hath cut off the enemies of David, every one from the face of the earth.
So Jonathan made a covenant with the house of David, saying,
Let the Lord even require it at the hand of David's enemies.
And Jonathan caused David to swear again because he loved him, for he loved him as he loved his own soul. Then Jonathan said to David,
Tomorrow is the new moon, and thou shalt be missed, because thy seat will be empty. And when thou hast stayed 3 days, then thou shalt go down quickly and come to the place where thou didst hide thyself when the business was in hand, and shalt remain by the stone Ezel. And I will shoot 3 arrows on the side thereof, as though I shot at a mark. And behold, I will send a lad, saying, Go, find out the arrows. If I expressly say unto the lad, Behold, the arrows are on this side of thee, take them. Then come thou, for there is peace to thee, and no hurt, as the Lord liveth. But if I say thus unto the young man, Behold, the arrows are beyond thee, go thy way, for the Lord hath sent thee away. And as touching the matter which thou and I have spoken of, behold, the Lord be between thee and me forever.
So David hid himself in the field. And when the new moon was come, the king sat him down to eat meat. And the king sat upon his seat, as at other times, even upon a seat by the wall. And Jonathan arose, and Abner sat by Saul's side, and David's place was empty. Nevertheless Saul spake not anything that day, for he thought,
Something hath befallen him. He is not clean. Surely he is not clean.
And it came to pass on the morrow, which was the 2nd day of the month, that David's place was empty. And Saul said unto Jonathan his son,
Wherefore cometh not the son of Jesse to meat, neither yesterday nor today?
And Jonathan answered Saul,
David earnestly asked leave of me to go to Bethlehem. And he said, Let me go, I pray thee, for our family hath a sacrifice in the city, and my brother he hath commanded me to be there. And now, if I have found favor in thine eyes, let me get away, I pray thee, and see my brethren. Therefore he cometh not unto the king's table.
Then Saul's anger was kindled against Jonathan, and he said unto him,
Thou son of the perverse, rebellious woman! Do not I know that thou hast chosen the son of Jesse to thine own confusion, and unto the confusion of thy mother's nakedness? For as long as the son of Jesse liveth upon the ground, thou shalt not be established, nor thy kingdom. Wherefore now send and fetch him unto me, for he shall surely die.
And Jonathan answered Saul his father, and said unto him,
Wherefore shall he be slain? What hath he done?
And Saul cast a javelin at him to smite him, whereby Jonathan knew that it was determined of his father to slay David. So Jonathan arose from the table in fierce anger, and did eat no meat the 2nd day of the month. For he was grieved for David, because his father had done him shame. And it came to pass in the morning, that Jonathan went out into the field at the time appointed with David, and a little lad with him. And he said unto his lad,
Run! Find out now the arrows which I shoot.
And as the lad ran, he shot an arrow beyond him. And when the lad was come to the place of the arrow which Jonathan had shot, Jonathan cried after the lad, and said,
Is not the arrow beyond thee?
And Jonathan cried after the lad,
Make speed, haste, stay not.
And Jonathan's lad gathered up the arrows, and came to his master. But the lad knew not anything, only Jonathan and David knew the matter. And Jonathan gave his artillery unto his lad, and said unto him,
Go, carry them to the city.
And as soon as the lad was gone, David arose out of a place toward the south, and fell on his face to the ground, and bowed himself 3 times. And they kissed one another, and wept one with another, until David exceeded. And Jonathan said to David,
Go in peace, for as much as we have sworn, both of us, in the name of the Lord, saying, The Lord be between me and thee, and between my seed and thy seed forever.
And he arose and departed. And Jonathan went into the city. 1 Samuel chapter 21. Then came David to Nob to Ahimelech the priest. And Ahimelech was afraid at the meeting of David, and said unto him,
Why art thou alone, and no man with thee?
And David said unto Ahimelech the priest,
The king hath commanded me a business, and hath said unto me, Let no man know anything of the business whereabout I send thee, and what I have commanded thee, and I have appointed my servants to such and such a place. Now therefore, what is under thine hand? Give me 5 loaves of bread in mine hand, or what there is present.
And the priest answered David, and said,
There is no common bread under mine hand, but there is hallowed bread, if the young men have kept themselves at least from women.
And David answered the priest, and said unto him,
Of a truth women have been kept from us about these 3 days since I came out, and the vessels of the young men are holy, and the bread is in a manner common, yea, though it were sanctified this day in the vessel.
So the priest gave him hallowed bread, for there was no bread there but the showbread that was taken from before the Lord, to put hot bread in the day when it was taken away. Now a certain man of the servants of Saul was there that day, detained before the Lord. And his name was Doeg an Edomite, the chiefest of the herdmen that belonged to Saul. And David said unto Ahimelech,
And is there not here under thine hand spear or sword? For I have neither brought my sword nor my weapons with me, because the king's business required haste.
And the priest said,
The sword of Goliath the Philistine, whom thou slewest in the valley of Elah, behold, it is here wrapped in a cloth behind the ephod. If thou wilt take that, take it, for there is no other save that here.
And David said,
There is none like that. Give it me.
And David arose and fled that day for fear of Saul, and went to Achish the king of Gath. And the servants of Achish said unto him,
Is not this David the king of the land? Did they not sing one to another of him in dances, saying, Saul hath slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s?
And David laid up these words in his heart, and was sore afraid of Achish the king of Gath. And he changed his behavior before them, and feigned himself mad in their hands, and scrabbled on the doors of the gate, and let his spittle fall down upon his beard. Then said Achish unto his servants,
Lo, ye see the man is mad, wherefore then have ye brought him to me? Have I need of madmen that ye have brought this fellow to play the madman in my presence? Shall this fellow come into my house?
Psalm 34. A psalm of David when he changed his behavior before Abimelech, who drove him away, and he departed.
I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. O magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. They looked unto him, and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him, and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. O fear the Lord, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. The young lions do lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. Come, ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. What man is he that desireth life, and loveth many days that he may see good? Keep thy tongue from evil, and thy lips from speaking guile. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. The face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate.
Questions and answers. 1. Why did Jonathan help David even though Saul was his father? Jonathan had a deep friendship with David and recognized that God was with him. Instead of protecting his own chance to become king, Jonathan chose loyalty and righteousness. Reference verse, open quote, Jonathan made a covenant with David because he loved him as himself. First Book of Samuel 20:17, close quote. Lesson, true friendship seeks what is right, even when it is difficult. 2. Why did David pretend to be insane before the Philistine king? When David fled to Gath, he realized he was in danger among the Philistines. To escape, he pretended to be insane before King Achish, which caused the king to dismiss him. Reference verse, open quote, so he pretended to be insane in their presence, scratching on the doors of the gate. First book of Samuel 21:13, close quote. Lesson, God can protect his people even through unusual or unexpected circumstances. 103. Why did Saul destroy the priests of Nob? Saul accused the priests of helping David escape. In anger and paranoia, he ordered their execution. This tragic event shows how Saul's jealousy and fear had completely corrupted his leadership. Reference verse, open quote. Saul ordered the guards standing near him, turn and kill the priests of the Lord. First book of Samuel 22:17, close quote. Lesson, jealousy and fear can lead to terrible injustice. Chapter summaries. 1 Samuel 20, Jonathan secretly helps David confirm that Saul truly intends to kill him. Through a signal with arrows, Jonathan warns David to flee. Their emotional farewell highlights their deep friendship and covenant. Key verse, open quote, go in peace, for we have sworn friendship with each other in the name of the Lord. 1 Samuel 20:42, close quote. 1 Samuel 21, David flees to the priest Ahimelech at Nob, where he receives consecrated bread and Goliath's sword. Later, he escapes danger by pretending madness before King Achish of Gath. 1 Samuel 22, David gathers followers while hiding in the cave of Adullam. Meanwhile, Saul orders the killing of the priests of Nob. One priest, Abiathar, escapes and joins David. Psalms 34, after escaping danger, David praises God for deliverance and encourages others to trust in the Lord. Open quote, I sought the Lord, and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Psalms 34:4, close quote. Key lesson summary. These passages teach us, loyal friendships are a powerful blessing. God can protect his people even in desperate situations. Fear and jealousy can lead leaders into destructive decisions. Trusting God brings peace even in times of danger. Final takeaway. David's journey reminds us that following God does not always lead to an easy path. Even while running for his life, David experienced God's protection, guidance, and faithfulness. Jonathan showed the power of loyal friendship. Saul revealed the destruction caused by jealousy and fear, and David continued to trust God in the middle of uncertainty. These passages encourage us to remain faithful, trust God in difficult seasons, and seek him when fear surrounds us. God is still a refuge for those who call on him. Join us tomorrow as we continue reading chronologically and discovering God's faithfulness throughout Scripture.
May the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord smile on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you his favor and give you his peace.